So today I'm going to go through the 4 pillars of health, and in the book I detail much more of each pillar, what it looks like. I give how-tos, I set it up for you, and I give key points and insights and instructions for each one. But today what I want to do is just give you an overview of what the 4 pillars really entails, and then you can make the choice when you get the book, or if you need or you want to, you can reach out to me. So I begin with more specifically working on all facets of yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and that will enable you to enjoy or make the most out of your journey. And I always say it's the difference between either just honoring the spirit or just honing the physical. Now we need to honor the spirit and hone the physical, right? And what that means is, if we're just honoring the spirit, right, we're not taking care of the physical, taking care of the body, taking care of ourselves, making an adequate amount of money, then the body's going to break down. We're going to be struggling to make ends meet, and we're not going to be fulfilled. We're not going to do the spirit's journey. Okay. Now, if we just hone the physical and we're not honoring the spirit, then we're not doing what we came here to do, right? And so, maybe we have the healthy body and all the toys and, make lots of money, but we're not fulfilled. So the spirit is going to start to shake us to wake us up, okay? So we want to honor the spirit and hone the physical at the same time, and that's going to create balance. Now, if you continue to do so, as that inscription at the Greek temple said, you shall know all the secrets of the gods in the universe, and this in turn will create joy and freedom in the process. Now, there are several commonalities that the 4 pillars share. So be patient. Just as Rome wasn't built in a day, you're not likely to sculpt the body of your dreams, release emotional feelings and traumas, and become spiritually and energetically enlightened overnight. Contrary to what the magazines say, it doesn't work like that. Okay? So I'm telling you the truth here. It will take many, many long, sometimes rough, painful hours, lots of sweat, a great number of tears, maybe some cursing at times when you feel like throwing in the towel and giving up. But if you are patient and believe in the outcomes you are working towards, you will get there. Patience is a virtue. Always be open to learning. You never think that you're all-knowing. There's always somebody that knows more than you, or simply they may have a slightly different perspective on something that maybe you've never thought of before. Now, if you are open-minded, approach things from the viewpoint that you know little, or with your mind as an empty cup, as Bruce Lee would often say, it will allow you to fill that cup regularly with new important pieces of knowledge. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Now, it may be that one critical piece of knowledge that sets your training free or takes it to the next level. Okay, maybe it's the piece of the puzzle that actually allows you to enjoy training or the entire process. And remember, we're all teachers and we're all students. We're all teachers and we all have something to learn. Find a goal. Now, I keep harping about goals, however, they are paramount to success. You need to find something that inspires you to continue to grow in each of these areas. Under the physical pillar, at first maybe it'll just be to get into better shape. Or maybe you just want to go on a trip or learn self-defense, running a 10K race even. Now, with the emotional and spiritual pillars, perhaps you are tired of repeating the same patterns. I know I am. Maybe you want to feel more. Release hurt feelings and old traumas. Strengthen and evolve relationships. While the mental pillar could be seen as the opportunity to discover your purpose. Create even bigger goals. Help even more people. A great way to begin to commit to some of these ideas is to start telling people. It's a way to hold yourself accountable. Enjoy the process. An easy way to do this is to create checkpoints. If you set smaller goals, it will give you something to shoot for regularly. Once you reach a goal, celebrate the milestone. Treat yourself to a spa day or a nice, healthy dinner with friends. Throw yourself a party and invite those closest to you. Now just remember that achieving your overall goal will take time, but realize you're moving in the right direction. The more you celebrate and give thanks for where you are and what you've achieved, the more of the good you will attract into your life. That's the way it works. Have an attitude of gratitude. What we're thankful for, we get more of. Strive for excellence. Now that doesn't mean perfection. They're different. We need to come to the realization, or you need to know that you are perfectly imperfect. And with this knowledge that perfection is a fallacy, realize that you can, however, strive for personal excellence. Do as much as you can, give it everything you've got, and know you can always strive for more. Balance is the key. And when you begin to look at the emotional spiritual pillars more closely, you'll notice that I've combined these two pillars. I believe without the energetic nature and spiritual understanding of our emotions, if comprehended alone and from a purely intellectual perspective, that we would in fact miss the mark, and thus the deeper understanding needed in order to truly recognize, feel, and ultimately let go of our negative traumas, patterns, and emotions. Now, embracing 4 pillars instead of 3 or some other arbitrary number allows us to make things whole and solid. It gives us a strong foundation. Now think of the 4 seasons, the 4 directions, the 4 elements. The number 4 is tied energetically to worthiness. It's tied to endurance, to building solid foundations. It's tied to security, stability, ability, system, order, maintenance, completion, basic form of order, instinctual knowledge, and the realization of power. Now when we get into the physical, no one form of movement is any better than another. It's just different. Whether Olympic lifting, yoga, gymnastics, dance, powerlifting, boot camps, sprinting, whatever it is for you, whatever you enjoy doing. Maybe do one activity until you're ready to explore or move on to something else. My point is to really hone in on and do what you enjoy. Although I would suggest to incorporate some form of weight training along with that. For the mental pillar, okay, we must possess a healthy mind and learn what to focus on. We must learn the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and how to choose what we want in our lives and in our consciousness. As previously stated, ultimately everything is vibrational frequency. Everything vibrates. At the molecular level, at the quantum level, everything vibrates. Once we learn to tune our minds to the right frequency, we begin to unlock the secrets of living well. We minimize stress and anxiety and manifest love, abundance, health, happiness, and anything else we desire. If you are never told that you can control just by what you think and the circumstances you choose to put yourself in dictate what comes into your life, the fact is you will continue to have some good days and some bad days. You'll have some positive results and some negative. You will take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Or worse, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. And when you learn this invaluable information, you learn the law, capital L law, universal laws. And that is that you learn to think of the life that you want, that you really, really want, not that you think you can. And just like magic, it begins to manifest into your reality. And the spiritual and emotional pillar. Okay, like I said, I tied these 2 together. With all the programming that I've discussed thus far, it is little wonder that we humans believe we're just that. We're just this physical thing running around, have no control over anything that happens to us. In other words, the majority of people on Earth believe they are physical beings, and that maybe we have a spirit, or we experience spiritual phenomena. What most don't realize is that we are spiritual beings, and we are having a physical experience. From Bruce Lee, one of the most mentally and spiritually focused and gifted martial artists ever, to Neil deGrasse Tyson, a world-renowned astrophysicist, and many people in between, there is a growing realization and a remembering, if you will, that we are in fact spiritual beings. Now, deGrasse Tyson said, "We are in the universe, but more importantly, the universe is in us." Bruce Lee admonished that Jeet Kune Do is not a matter of petty techniques, but of highly developed spirituality and physique. Right? So honoring the spirit and honing the physical. The point is that if you feel that anything is amiss, if you are really stressed or anxious, you feel off in any way, or something about what you've been told, taught, or born into doesn't resonate, then chances are that is your spirit trying to wake you up. If you begin to develop any kind of prolonged sickness, it's your spirit trying to shake you awake. If you don't listen, your spirit will knock you on your ass until you do begin to listen. That's why we get sick. We get sick because we're not honoring the spiritual journey that we came here to honor. Now we can tune to these ethereal bodies and energies. We can heal emotional scarring, elevate energetically. We can remove old traumatic experiences from ourselves, and we can become stronger on all planes. We can live without disease and sickness. Our entire world can morph into something beautiful and spectacular. And that's what I wish for each of you. That's why I'm promoting this book. It has taken me 30 years to compile this information and work on myself in these areas. And I'm finally creating peace, abundance, and love and happiness in my own life. And I just want to share that with you. I want you to have all of these things, but not have to go through the difficulty and the 30-year search to get to them. Now you're going to have to do your own personal work. You're going to have to heal and have the courage to go inside and connect and go through the work. But you're not alone. There's a guide. There's a methodology. There are systems in place. And these are not my systems. These are not my teachings. This is what I've found. And I can direct you to the right teachers, the right mentors on the physical plane, on the spiritual plane, on the emotional and the mental planes. If you have a system, you will succeed. And that's all of these teachings are, is they're just systems. There are specialists in each of these 4 areas. And these are the people, these are the systems that I want to introduce you to. When you have a system, when you have support, you gain that knowledge, and knowledge is power. Now, knowledge and wisdom are different. Knowledge is having the information. Wisdom is putting it into action. So gain the knowledge, gain the power, have the courage to go inside and do your spirit's journey, have the courage to honor the spiritual and hone the physical. Gain the knowledge, and then have the wisdom to put it into practice. Put it into your own life. And when you do that, you will change, you will grow, you will heal. And when you heal the self, we can join together, we can collaborate, we can create, and we can heal the world. It's an exciting time. I really hope that you'll help me and join with me and embrace all that you are, all that you can be. It's going to be an exciting journey. I hope you'll join me. It's much more fun going this way than the way we've been going, the way the masses have been going. So let's stand up, stand together, and let's make this happen. I'd like to thank you, give an added thanks, an added bonus with a link to my YouTube channel, which includes a couple of the pillars, the physical pillar. So I have several in-home workout videos, the ramp training videos, so as well as a meditation series of several videos that I put together. Includes brainwave entrainment. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll gain access to all of those videos. And again, please continue to share the book so that you can have your copy of the book and the workbook to go.